This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. Your movie and a selection of bonus features will begin automatically. To bypass Fast Play, select the main menu button at any time. Fast Play will begin in a moment.
Are you ready?
Hey, Sugar Rim, you're the bomb.
How wonderful.
Yeah, I want one.
In the world of Zootopia, humans never happened, which makes Zootopia a modern, civilized world that is entirely animal. That is an animal. Animals in Zootopia are anthropomorphic. That is just a big fancy word that means they walk around on 2 feet. They do not go to work nude. Thank you. Almost. That's got it. And they use technology. Okay, there are mammals from all over the globe in Zootopia. Large and small, fast and slow. But the truth is, Zootopia isn't perfect. And just like our world, not everyone gets along. Especially natural enemies. Which can create some issues. But nature always gives animals special skills to survive, and while one may have amazing night vision, another may have incredible hearing and an air-powered elephant tranquilizer. So now you know, Zootopia, like nothing you've seen before.
Hi, I'm Mike. You probably know me from the internet as Omagiri, where I make Disney character bento boxes. And I know you know who this is. It's Goofy. And today, for the first time ever, I'm going to be making a bento box based on a live model. A smile, big smile. That's perfect. So the first thing we're gonna do is make Goofy's skin. So we're just gonna use a little soy sauce and add it to our rice. And you wanna keep stirring until you get a really, really nice, consistent color, and the rice gets sticky, really sticky. Okay, we're gonna put a layer of rice right in the middle of some plastic wrap. So we're just gonna flatten this out into kind of in a really long oval. That looks perfect. Next, we're gonna take a little bit of filling, and this is just some wasabi and tuna and mayo. We're gonna add some more of the rice right on top to cover up and make the top of Goofy's face. Again, the plastic wrap, we just need to sculpt that on top and cover up all of our filling. So the reason we use plastic wrap is the rice won't stick to plastic wrap, but it'll stick to gloves or any other surface you're working on, but doesn't stick to the plastic wrap. The next step is we need to add the nori, which will be the black part of Goofy's head. And we're gonna cover half of the onigiri ball, and then we'll cover the top with nori. So just use your knife and cut it so that it's just slightly larger than the full top of his head. And now that we have the nori on, and it's gonna start absorbing the moisture, we're gonna set it aside and wait about 5 minutes so that we can let it adhere better to what we're doing. Plus, we have more Goofy pieces to make. Okay, I'm gonna make Goofy's nose now, his nose piece. I'm just gonna take a spoon, regular spoon, and we're gonna need to draw out the shape, which is basically 2 ovals. Lightly push with the spoon to kind of cut and create your shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once you're done cutting it out, you'll be able to go back over and shape it up. Now we need to make circles for either side of his mouth. Use a small cookie cutter, and these will cut the little side parts of his cheek. And then we can set these 2 pieces aside. You're doing great, Goofy. I know it's hard, but can you keep holding that pose? The last piece we'll make out of rice is for his lower lip. This time we'll take an oval cookie cutter. You'll cut once to create the top, and then cut a second time inside of that to give us kind of a half moon type shape. And now let's cut out the dark part for inside of his mouth, kind of like half of an oval. Place it right on his face, and you can push it in a little to give it kind of some depth. Okay, next, we're gonna cut Goofy's tongue out of a piece of radish. And now we can just set the tongue in place. Let's place Goofy into the bento box so we can finish assembling it. So we're gonna take the 2 little cheeks we made earlier, and we're gonna cut nori to make little smile lines. Cut out a small half circle, and now we cut 2 little lines for a smile. So we put the smile line on, and then we put the corners of the smile. And now we can place these into the box. And we want to just put them on either side of Goofy's face. Next, we're going to cut his eyes out of a piece of daikon radish. Now we'll put his eyes in place, and we'll shift them around as soon as we're done putting them all back together. Let's place his lower lip on his face. Now we're ready to put his nose on. You can press lightly to get everything to hold into place. So now we're going to cut his nose out of a piece of nori. You can fold it in half and just cut a half of an oval, and then unfold that, and you have a nice oval. Now we need to cut his pupils, and we just need 2 slightly elongated ovals. So next I'm going to cut his hat out of a pepper. The top part of the pepper already looks like the top of Goofy's hat, and then cut the bottom of the pepper to be the brim of his hat. Okay, now all we need to do is add in the little stripe on Goofy's hat. We're just going to place that at the bottom of the pepper. Before placing the hat in the box, we're going to finish filling in around Goofy with a bunch of different extra items. I'm going to use some carrots today. And next we'll place his hat on his head, then place in the brim of the hat. And now we're just going to use some broccoli to fill in around the bottom of his face. And there it is, it's Goofy! Goof, how does it look? Does it look just like you? Thanks, Goofy. I'm so glad you approved. So now it's time for you to try to make your own bento box at home. See you real soon.
Your Disney movies are magic. And the magic continues after the credits. Just look inside your Blu-ray disc or DVD for the magic code to start earning points toward fantastic rewards at DisneyMovieRewards.com.
college football will crown the best team in the universe again this year thanks to the College Football Playoff.
What is going on here?
At the end of the season, the top 4 teams will be ranked and seeded by a 13-person selection committee.
Oh, right.
College Football National Championship Trophy.
Okay, let's do this.
Even you have to think that's pretty cool.
It will be the sweetest, most beautiful
College Football Playoff ever. I know. Only on ESPN. Watch the semifinals on New Year's Eve. And be sure to catch the National Championship game on Monday, January 11th.
Stupid camera thing.
Dude, you need to relax and watch some football.
That's right.